we've had a lot of close relationships with a lot of our teammates as well as other classmates. But I think it'll be it's just going to be a lot of fun. I do think there'll be a little bit of a rush and a flashback, but I think it's going to be, hey, I don't want to get out there.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Can we have the spectators who are standing near the edge of the court please move into the bleachers? Not be so close to the playing floor. Thank you. Texas Junior Varsity Volleyball team wins in 2 matches. The varsity match will start in approximately 25 or 30 minutes.
The SI Sports Network is on the air from McCullough Gymnasium on Bob Drucker's court on the campus of St. Ignatius. It's WCAL Girls Volleyball. Tonight, the Sacred Heart Cathedral Fighting Irish travel across town to take on the Wildcats. The Fighting Irish, led by their longtime head coach, Margie Bima, come in with a 19-7 record overall, 3-3 in WCAL play. Cats, led by their head coach David Juan, are 24-5 overall, 4-2 in WCAL play. Now, these two teams met in WCAL play back on September the 21st, and the Cats won that one in 4 sets. Hello again, everybody. Casey Murphy, SI class of 77. Alongside tonight is Kevin Buckley, Sacred Heart Cathedral class of 2013. Jen Curtin, SI class of 2004, and the SI JV volleyball coach is going to join us later on in the broadcast. Will Simons, Vicente Molima, and Ronan Kramer are helping us out tonight on the cube. Jason Penarelli is here, and of course Sean Lahan, class of 87, our producer. So Kevin, we're going to ask you a quick question here. The Irish have a young, talented team, but can they stay with this deep veteran SI team here tonight?
Well, it'll certainly be a tall order for the Irish team. As you mentioned, very young. 6 sophomores on the team. That's the most they've ever had in this program. But as young as they are, they certainly have no shortage of talent. On offense, are led by the Len sisters largely, sophomore Megan Lim, and a recent San Diego State commit, her sister senior Maddie Lim. You can look for both of them to have a very big game. Irish also very tough on defense. Sophomores Ashley Chan and Alden Stanley could make a very big difference here tonight if the Irish are going to make some noise here in McCullough Gymnasium.
So now you run the Twitter account for Sacred Heart Cathedral, the
That's
Seamus
correct.
Twitter account. So what are you going to be tweeting out in a couple hours tonight?
Well,
What do you think?
Hopefully from the Irish, it's a positive one. You never really know. It has been kind of an up-and-down year for the Irish. They're very young, still kind of figuring themselves out. Really, they're not used to being the underdog a whole lot.
That's true. They have been CCS champs many times under Coach Margie Bima, won a state championship a couple of years ago. The tide's turned a little bit for right now. St. Ignatius is the favorite team tonight. The Cats have played the Irish. I mentioned the one time in WCAL play. Also beat them in a Milpitas Spike Fest final earlier in the year. So the Cats do have the upper hand. And about that SI Wildcat team, they truly are a veteran team. 9 seniors, 9 juniors. One of those juniors played varsity last year. One of the co-captains, a terrific player, Lizzie Fleming. So a very deep and veteran team for SI.
It certainly is. So kind of a contrast here between Sacred Heart Cathedral and St. Ignatius, but both teams loaded with talent, both very tough and gritty teams. That game over on Ellis Street on September 21st, that did go 4 sets, and the Irish were down for their real top players. So could be a different one here tonight. So we'll see how it all plays out.
So we're going to turn it over to Sean Lahan here, class 87. Sean had a chance to sit down with the SI volleyball captains earlier in the week. Delaney Peronich, Lizzie Fleming, Rose Holscher, and Sky Duvall Santos.
I'm here with Delaney Peronich, Lizzie Fleming, Rose Holscher, and Sky Duvall Santos, your captains of this year's SI Girls Varsity Volleyball. So we're going to go down the line here. Tell us about yourselves and how long have you been playing volleyball at SI and your position. So let's go to Delaney.
I've been playing volleyball at SI since freshman year. I started out as a middle blocker and have now made the transition to outside.
Lizzie?
I've been playing SI at volleyball since freshman year, so this is my 3rd season, and I'm a middle blocker.
Rose?
I've been playing SI volleyball since I was a freshman, and this is my last season as a Wildcat, and I'm a libero DS.
And Sky?
I've been playing at SI since I was a freshman as well, and so this will be my 4th and final year, and I, too, am a libero/DS.
So you guys had an amazing and historic season last year with appearances in the CCS Open and NorCal Championships, and you had a deep run in both playoff series. What are your expectations and goals for this season?
Definitely like a team goal that we've talked about before is just beating Midi because they were the one team that we could not get last season. And having a good season overall.
We got 2nd in like all of those things, so this year we're hoping to just come out first.
Obviously beat our rival SH and have some fun and big crowds this season.
Yeah, and aside from school spirit and our big crowds, we just really want to take the big prize home and win state, win it all, bring some energy to the entire school.
Speaking about big crowds, you had a really big crowd in the playoffs here. When you played Camp Olindo, why is volleyball so exciting to watch in person?
Because there's just a lot of energy, not only feeding off the sidelines, but also on the court. Every girl gets so into it, and it's just, we're all playing our hearts out, so it means a lot to us, so it should mean a lot to everyone watching it, too.
It's fast-paced, a lot of action, so, what's not fun to watch if, every time the ball goes over, there's something happens, so it's just always exciting. You're always on your toes.
Tell me about the makeup of your team this year. You graduated, of course, every team does every year, really good senior players. What's it like this year?
Yeah, this year we have a lot of depth because we have 18 players, and this allows us to have many subs, many different people help out in our success.
So tell me something about one of your teammates that surprises or inspires you.
We all decided to pick Kelly Ferrero. She's a junior on our team, and she's a DS, and she just shows such great dedication to the team and the program. For example, this summer we had workouts we had to go to, and she went to every single one and planned her summer around them, which just shows and inspires all of us.
So describe SI volleyball in a few key words or in a sentence.
Shock the world.
Epic. Legendary.
Team spirit.
I don't know. Team spirit.
Hello, I'm Mel Hagler, SI Class of 2018, and I would like to invite you to the annual St. Ignatius Campus Exploration Day on Sunday, November 5th, 2017. This open house is a great way for grammar school students and their families to explore the SI campus and speak directly with current SI students, SI faculty, SI coaches, SI club moderators, and SI staff. It's a great opportunity to learn about the academics, campus ministry, athletics, performing arts, community service, co-curricular activities, and financial aid offered at SI. No reservations are required. The SI Open House will be from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. on Sunday, November 5th on the SI campus at 2001 37th Avenue in the Sunset District of San Francisco. For more information, log on to siprep.org and click on admissions. That's siprep.org and click on admissions. See you on November 5th.
Hello, I am SI Performing Arts student Samantha Reardon, class of 2019, and here's your fall 2017 SI Performing Arts calendar. On October 12th and 13th in Wixen Theater is the SI Playwright Festival. This year we will be celebrating the works that focus on social justice issues. From November 10th to November 18th in Bannon Theater, we will present our annual fall play, Oh Beautiful. The play is a contemporary and satirical look at American politics. From November 30th to December 2nd, it's the annual Fall Instrumental Concert featuring the SI Jazz Band and Orchestra in Bannon Theater. On December 6th and 8th, it's the annual Winter Choral Concert featuring the SI Chamber Singers and the SI Choral Program. And also in December, from the 13th to the 15th, in Wixen Theater, the SI Dance Workshop presents its Winter Dance Concert. For more information, additional performances, and tickets for all events this fall, log on to siprep.org and click on Arts. That's siprep.org and click on Arts.
Big crowd tonight here at Bob Drucker Court. Let's turn it over to the public address announcer as the national anthem will be played in a moment. And Kelly Ferrero, you heard her in that interview, inspiring her teammates. The junior libero volleyball player here at SI, Kelly Ferrero, will go ahead and give us our game prayer.
Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to McCullough Gym for tonight's West Catholic Athletic League volleyball game featuring the Sacred Heart Cathedral Fighting Irish and the St. Ignatius Wildcats. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask that you please rise as St. Ignatius junior volleyball player Kelly Ferraro leads us in our pregame prayer.
Good evening. As we gather tonight for the SI-SHC game, we begin with a prayer in recognition of October's National Awareness of Breast Cancer. In the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Let us remember. Loving God, bless the Catholic communities of Sacred Heart Cathedral and St. Ignatius and all the schools of the West Catholic Athletic League. Keep us free from injury as we compete and remind us of our mutual mission to love and respect one another. Watch over all those present, our friends, our fans, our families, and especially watch over all those affected by the North Bay fires. And during this month of October, we remember and support our loved ones who have passed on, have been sick, or are in remission from cancer as we pray together for a cure. Strengthen in them the healing powers you place within all of us. Guide the hands and hearts of those who are entrusted with their care. Will the SHC community join me in saying, live Jesus in our hearts? Pray. Will the SI community join me in saying, St. Ignatius? In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask that you remain standing for the playing of our national anthem.
Well, what a job by junior Kelly Ferraro with the game prayer. Beautifully done by the junior setter of the Wildcats. We're hearing the introduction of the players right now, Kevin. And, of course, the volleyball, WCAL, highly competitive league. Mitty's still the class of the league, as they have been for years and years and years. They lead the division at 6-0. Now, you heard in that interview, one of the goals was to beat Mitty. And I'll bring you back to a couple of years ago. 2014, you were up in Oregon when Sacred Heart Cathedral finally actually beat Mitty and won the WCAL championship. Margie had never been able to do that. Well, a couple of weeks later, they were the state champs. So while this is a big game tonight, it's incumbent upon SI, who has those high goals. Maybe they can get past a Mitty and propel themselves as well.
Absolutely. I think certainly an attainable goal for the St. Ignatius Wildcats team. They are just loaded with talent, of course led by Elizabeth Fleming, but it's her and a lot of other supporting cast members who really have a lot of talent. They're very, very fun to watch, especially when they're in rhythm.
So Mitty is 6-0, SI's 4-2 in league. St. Francis, Sacred Heart Cathedral 3-3. Valley Christian 2-4, and Presentation 0-6. And it's funny, we saw Presentation last week on Ella Street. They're a very good volleyball team, but a very tough league, the WCAL.
No doubt about it. In this league, top to bottom, really, really tough. And it goes to show a couple of years ago, we used to have 7 teams in the WCAL with Notre Dame Belmont. And the year they dropped out, they won the state championship.
Now, I can understand in that pregame interview why they were focused on Mitty a little bit. Last year, they played in the WCAL championship, lost to Mitty. Played in the CCS championship, lost to Mitty. Played in the NorCal championship, lost to Mitty.
Yep.
So there you go. The SI team with some high, lofty goals this year, and they have the veteran team that can do it. There's no question about that.
Absolutely. It should be a fun one here on 37th Avenue.
So we're just about ready to go. A lot of action going on in the WCAL involving both SI and SH today. The SI girls golf team off to a fine start with Julius Yap at 4-3. The tennis team under Craig Law is at 3-1. The football team under John Regalia at 1-5 at this point in the season. Of course, the water polo programs with Tommy Kokorin and Stephen Lacey. I found something out about Stephen Lacey today. He played for a USC national championship team in water polo back in 2005, so that program getting going. But for now, it's volleyball. SI and SH have a great rivalry. Margie Beam has been the head coach at Sacred Heart Cathedral seemingly forever, ever since they've been in the WCAL for sure. David Juan doing a great job in his second year at SI, and Jen Curtin, who just came off a victory in the JV game, has joined us on the broadcast. Hi, Jen.
Hi, I'm so glad to be back. I'm glad you guys are at this game. It's going to be a great one.
Yeah, nice crowd. Nice cheering sections from both sides, really. SI's packed over to our right across the court, and a pretty strong showing from the Sacred Heart Cathedral side as well. And Sky Duvall Santos will get this game started.
Tell them to give you that volleyball. Get that volleyball.
And that will go down as an ace.
Not a very good start there if you're the Irish. Madison Len, a bit of a mistake there, and she's one of their senior leaders.
Madison Len does not make those kind of return serve mistakes, but out of the gate. Sky to serve again. One of the captains that you heard on our pregame show. Here's the set for Len, and she powers it down.
So right now you see SI's setter is right front, and usually she's not playing front row, but it's just a strategy to keep her in a little bit longer by having her in the right front. But if you're SH, you take advantage of a small block.
There you go. We just heard from Madison Len. Now Megan Len. A service error.
Sierra Tyson back to serve.
Sierra Tyson to serve for the Wildcats. An overpass, but SI does not take advantage of it, and we're tied at 2.
An awkward dig there. It looked like by Ashley Chan, but it worked out favorably for the Irish in the end. And now she'll serve.
Awkward dig, awkward hit.
Ashley Chan credited with 21 aces, 110 points on her serve, and getting it through the block that time was Delaney Karanich.
Delaney is actually a high jump and hurdles champion. She's so good. She can jump real high. See it in volleyball. It's great to see.
Megan Yu serving for the Wildcats. And that hit is just out from Madison Len. Megan Yu to serve again. A bit of an overpass and another mistake on the Irish.
And Alden Stanley went just over the net there with that right hand. She's one of the 6 sophomores, as she mentioned. She gets a whole lot of playing time.
A setter, 406 assists, had a big game against SI. Service ace. Megan Yu on quite a run here.
Irish look a bit out of whack here on defense, looking to tighten it up here before it gets too deep.
Here comes Skylar, and she will get it down. Skylar Kennedy, 114 kills on the year. Really didn't play much, Kevin, until that game on Ellis Street. Sacred Heart Cathedral was missing some players that night, and Skylar came through with 22 kills.
Absolutely. That's when we really saw her come alive, and she's had a real good second half to this WCAL year.
Madison Len serving for the Irish. Right in the middle with a big hit was Lizzie Fleming. Set for the outside this time. Megan Lewis with the hit. A little dink shot. Well done there by Sierra Tyson.
So that was from Megan Lucy, actually. But Sierra made the right set. Megan Lucy got a nice roll shot. Caught them off guard.
A back row hit is just out. Megan Lynn.
Some unforced errors from the Irish right now, but SI's being really aggressive.
Nice save that time by the setter for the Irish, Alden Stanley, but the Cats take advantage of that free ball, and that was Megan Lucy. So Margie's going to use the timeout here early in the first. Cats lead 9-3. Irish off to a poor start, Kev.
Certainly, I think this might be one of the earliest times I've ever seen Margie Beema take a timeout. Tends to kind of hoard them and wait until the end. Typically been her strategy over the past 15 years since she's been head coach of this Irish program. But here at 9-3, sees a lot she doesn't like. A lot of, Jen, as you mentioned, unforced errors. And against a team as talented as St. Ignatius, you really can't be doing that.
Yeah, I think she kind of made them laugh in that huddle. But I think she called him out. She's like, we're not sharp right now. We're not giving them our best stuff. And I think that's pretty clear. And SI just needs to be ready for them to come out strong. We know SH never gives up. And they got a big outside hitter in that sophomore. So hopefully Lizzie Fleming, our big middle, can serve it in here.
So one of the captains, the junior, Lizzie Fleming, to serve. There's Skylar Kennedy with a big hit. Cats will play it. Free ball chance for the Irish. Big set for Sapuni Mavega, and she gets it down.
Well, Sapuni Mavega, the middle blocker, standing at 6'1", committed now to Concordia University up in Portland. Irish have had some other athletes play up there. Brianna Smith, class of 2013 in basketball. Sarah Harrington, class of 2013. Played soccer and ran track and field.
And Skylar Kennedy with the service error.
Should mention Sarah Harrington also played a year of volleyball.
She's the niece of Margie as well.
She sure is.
Corley Doyle checks in for the Wildcats. And that serve is a little bit long. Hope Hagen. Service errors from both sides. Sapuni Mavega, 77 kills on the year. Not a bad server. Outside a big hit. Down. Megan Lewis, the outside hitter, a senior, gets credit for that kill.
Yeah, it shows you how out of rhythm we are. That's the only set that Megan Lewis got while she was in for 3 rotation. So we'll see if either team can really find a true rhythm here.
Rose Holscher serving for the Wildcats. Stanley sets back. Rose. Skylar.
Great dig.
Dug out. Stanley a short set for Gianna Silvestri, but another error from the Irish. 12-5 in favor of the Cats. Rose Holscher, one of the captains that we heard on the pregame show, will serve again. Oh, nice serve. Lynn gets blocked. Who got that one? Were Corley Doyle, maybe?
Yeah, that was Corley Doyle, who's got a long reach. Rose's serve's looking great, something she's been working on all season to improve.
Overpass. Cats got a free chance here. To the outside. Easy one that time. Well done. That was number 9, Delaney Peronic.
I believe that's 4 overpasses there that have gone right over the net by the Irish early in this first set.
Holscher serving again, and that will go down as an ace. Another point for the Wildcats.
Yeah, the serve receive is looking shaky right now. The serve receive needs to tighten up for the Irish. So
Absolutely.
They're hiding one of their players, see if they can get a better pass from someone else.
Skylar with the return that time. Here comes Lynn. gets blocked at the net. Was that Corley again?
I believe so.
Corley Doyle and Sarah Nunes were both there. The Cats are dominating at the net and have a huge lead here in the first.
That's great front row play from the Cats right now.
Ace.
Those are killer. We hate those.
Rose Holscher on a huge run serving for the Wildcats. Again, not a real strong play from the Irish, but a little dink shot. Another free ball for the Cats. Able to set as they want. Hope Hagan again with the set. And a big hit is put down. Delaney Peronic.
Well, the Cats don't miss too many free balls, do they?
No, they're taking advantage. I mean, that's what they're supposed to do. And something they've been working on this season, their first few sets against the WCL teams, our offense was pretty slow. And if you're watching on these free balls, they're just making it so much faster to the outside. That way the block on SH's side can't get out as quickly. And so it just opens up the court for Delaney to just swing really fast and put that ball down.
SI is dominating at the net with the block as well. Cats look very strong, 18-5 here in the first. Is there ever a thought where you just kind of play out the next 7 points, Jen, and kind of prepare for the second set? Because anything can happen. You win the next set 25-23 and you're still tied at 1.
Yeah, I think, Margie called the timeout just for a little relief. She's already probably thinking about the second set, if I'm being perfectly honest.
The Len sisters haven't gotten going yet at all for the Irish.
Defense has been off a bit as well. Look for Alden Stanley to get going a little bit here. They certainly need it.
Alden hasn't had too many chances to set. There's a service error, so the timeout at least cooled off Rose Holscher for the moment. Now Alden Stanley will serve for the Fighting Irish.
So this might open up their offense because now the setter's in the back row, and so they have 3 hitting options now in the front.
Here come the Cats with a hit, kind of an easy dig there. Outside, Len. Cats do a nice job. Oh, what a hit. You don't see too many winners from that spot on the court. Rose Holscher.
That was a little bit of a young move, not seeing that and picking that ball up.
Nora Thompson, another sophomore, will check in for the Irish. Sky Duvall Santos wearing the libero jersey tonight. Set just a little bit off. And the block at the net, that time by Megan Lynn.
Right idea from Delaney, just didn't get over the block there.
Megan Lynn, the sophomore, had 15 kills against SI in the last match. Nice short set and a big-time hit right from the middle from the junior captain, Lizzie Fleming.
This is probably our strongest lineup on the court right now.
Sierra Tyson serving for the Cats. A nice set by Sierra Tyson, but the hit goes out, so that's a point for the Irish.
Delaney's really trying to mix up her shots and not just hit straight down. She's trying some roll shots. She just needs to find the court.
Ashley Chan to serve. A set for Kennedy, and she knocks it in that time. So Skylar Kennedy with the kill.
That's a great spot. Now, people can rarely pick that ball up. It's not easy to do as a sophomore, and she does it a lot.
Ashley Chan serving long. SI will make some substitutions. Checking in is Megan Yu along with Megan Lewis.
Megan Yu back to serve.
And Megan Yu will serve. Saputi. Cats do a nice job of scrambling.
It's a great dig.
Saputi again. Cats with 2 nice digs in a row. Irish have another shot. Stanley for Len. Blocked. I'm not sure who. Megan Lewis was there.
Lewis, yeah.
Yep.
Well, the Irish set the middle twice on that last rally there. It didn't work either time. Tried to set the outside. Big block for the Wildcats.
Megan Yu to serve again. Overpass once again. Way too easy for Lizzie Fleming on that one. Megan Yu with a service error. Madison Lynn to serve for the Irish.
See at least if they could close this first set out with something positive to look forward to going into the second set.
A little momentum maybe to take them into the second one.
It's a good start there with the service ace from Maddie Len.
Len to serve again. Megan Lewis with the dig this time. Lizzie Fleming, the block goes out. And Lizzie Fleming will serve for the first set. 13 set points. It's almost unheard of to say that. Irish having all kinds of trouble. Cats are going to have a chance here to put this first set away. And they do not, as that one is blocked at the net. Skylar Kennedy was there. Saputi Mavega was there as well. And Skylar Kennedy will serve for the Fighting Irish.
Good save.
Free ball here for the Irish. Stanley the set, back row. Kennedy just out, and that is going to end the first set. The Cats win the first set, 25-12. You are watching the SI Sports Network.
Hello, I'm Mel Hagler, SI Class of 2018, and I would like to invite you to the annual St. Ignatius Campus Exploration Day on Sunday, November 5th, 2017. This open house is a great way for grammar school students and their families to explore the SI campus and speak directly with current SI students, SI faculty, SI coaches, SI club moderators, and SI staff. It's a great opportunity to learn about the academics, campus ministry, athletics, performing arts, community service, co-curricular activities, and financial aid offered at SI. No reservations are required. The SI Open House will be from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. on Sunday, November 5th on the SI campus at 2001 37th Avenue in the Sunset District of San Francisco. For more information, log on to siprep.org and click on admissions. That's siprep.org and click on admissions. See you on November 5th.
Steve Laveroni, Class 69 from the SI Alumni Office here. This fall, we have a number of fun events for alumni, parents, and friends. Our first fall affair is our Wine Classic on Saturday, September 16th. Over 20 SI-related wineries will be represented at a beautiful private estate in Kenwood. September starts reunion season, and the classes of 52, 72, 77, 82, 87, 92, 97, 02, and 2007 will be celebrating with their classmates. The first and only individual WCAL football championship of 1967 will be celebrated on Saturday, October 7th at SI. Alumni board member Tom Shea leads the Dan Lenihan Golf Tournament on Friday, October 27th at Glen Eagles Golf Course. The Spiritus Magis Award will be presented to Dr. Eric Gooseby, class of 1970, at a dinner on November 1st. The SI Alumni Association will honor Jeff Colombini, class of 1979, with the Christ the King Award on Sunday, November 19th. After Thanksgiving, more than 15 SI classes will have Christmas lunches in San Francisco and the Peninsula, highlighted by the combined lunch for the classes of 45, 46, 47, and 48 on December 9th. For more information about these and other alumni events, go to the alumni page of the SI website at siprep.org. That is siprep.org/alumni. Go Cats!
We're back here at McCullough Gymnasium. Bob Drucker Court. SI wins the first set, 25-12 over the Irish. You're watching the SI Sports Network. Looking forward to basketball season, boys and girls basketball. Starting up pretty soon. I hear Reardon's got a new coach, Jen.
Yes, he's someone that I know.
Any information on him that you might have?
My older brother, Joseph Curtin, is the new varsity basketball coach at Reardon. I'm so excited for him, and I think he's going to do a great job, but I'm biased. But he's a guy that's been wanting to coach this level since he was probably 10 years old, so I have a lot of faith in him, and he loves that school. He's an alum. He, cares about those kids, and he cares about creating a really strong program, so I'm excited to see what he does.
JV coach for many, many years, and now stepping up to the varsity level, so that's going to be a lot of fun. We'll, I'm sure, do a Reardon SI game on the Cube. You want to broadcast with that? Probably
that would be awesome. I usually cheer for both sides the whole time.
There you go. The Irish to serve first in set 2. Alden Stanley doing the honors, and here she is setting a ball for Len, and the Irish, Megan Len. She's the sophomore of the Len sisters. Gets it off the block and down.
She plays a lot older than just sophomore year. Plays like she has a lot more experience. She's going to be a valuable asset going forward the next couple of years for the Irish.
Alden Stanley serving again. Blocked at the net that time by the Irish. Cats with another chance. Len with a hit. And she gets that one down. So the Irish with the first 2 points of the second set.
Now a little pep in their step here. See if SI can respond in kind.
Well done on the dink shot, but the Irish were there, but in the end, the Cats get it over. Point to the Cats.
Thank God Lizzie's up there. She's such a huge presence. They have to pay attention to her on the other side, and so when she's on, it can be demoralizing for some teams because she's so good.
Sierra Tyson serving. Here's Stanley with the set for Sapuni Mavega. On the outside, that was Delaney Peronich. Here comes Len again. Madison Len, this time the senior, gets it down.
Madison Len, point Irish.
Megan Len to serve. 13 aces. 67 points on her serve, but that one goes long.
Point Wildcats.
SI's going to make a couple of substitutions. Megan Yu and Megan Lewis into the game. Rose Holscher and Delaney Peronich will come off. Serving is Megan Yu. Kennedy with the big hit.
Well, the hit there went left to right by Skylar Kennedy, hit down the outside. She's done that very, very well the last few games here for the Irish.
She just gets up so high, and she's got such a fast swing, it's hard to defend.
Terrific set by Sierra Tyson there. The Cats will get a free ball. Tyson to set again. Irish scrambling. Tyson, another set. This time it's perfectly executed by Megan Lucy.
So if you're watching that, you notice that there was no block up because they're thinking free ball. It's probably going to Lizzie Fleming because it usually does, and they strategize against her, but it just opened up the court for Megan Lucy to get a kill.
Lizzie Fleming serving. Nora Thompson with a hit. Blocked at the net. Skylar gets blocked. Wow, what a job. Was that Megan Lucy?
Megan Lucy.
Yes.
It's a great block.
Megan Lucy with the block. Point Wildcats.
Lizzie Fleming's a good server. A lot of times her middle blocker doesn't serve a lot, but she's terrific. Nora Thompson gets one off the net and down.
Well, we thought Margie Beam, after a pretty poor showing in the first set, might shake things up a bit with her lineup in the second. An example of that is throwing Nora Thompson in there. She's had some pretty big plays here early in the second set. That one resulting in a kill.
Nora Thompson, a sophomore. Alden Stanley, a sophomore. Skylar Kennedy, a sophomore. Megan Lynn, a sophomore. All play huge minutes for the Irish.
They did really well their first time with SI. Did it again.
There's 2 in a row there from Nora Thompson.
Nora Thompson again.
Listed as 5'9", but playing a little bit bigger than that right now.
Yeah, it's a good matchup for our middle, who's a little bit smaller than Lizzie, so they can challenge that middle a little bit more.
Overpass, easy one.
And guess who?
Yep, Nora.
That was Nora
again.
Thompson.
So the Cats are making some of the mistakes that the Irish made throughout the first set. Madison Lynn to serve again.
To the Irish credit, they're certainly taking advantage of these mistakes. Which against a team like St. Ignatius, when they are making mistakes, you have to do that.
Madison Lynn with the error. She had 87 points on her serve coming into the action tonight. Corley Doyle is going to check in for the Wildcats, and Hope Hagen on the court. She will set and serve. And she misses on the serve.
Hope Hagen is the sister of former varsity setter Katie Hagen. We like the Hagen girls here. They're hard workers.
Katie Hagen now down at Santa Clara.
Oh, I love that school.
Yeah.
Skylar Kennedy serving. And that ball actually was hit into the net from Megan Lewis. So point to the Irish. And Skylar Kennedy will serve again. Haven't seen Skylar Kennedy serve a lot this year. Working on that, fired off a nice serve there. The outside hit was executed by Megan Lewis, but the Irish dug it out. But the Cats will get the point.
There was a net violation there.
I think that might have been the first one in this match.
Yeah.
That was Alden Stanley. Looked like the left foot went just a little bit under. The down judge right there to make the call. Down ref, excuse me.
Rose Holscher to serve. Stanley is set for Nora Thompson. Here's Len. Nice dig by the Cats. Len again. Easier dig that time. Big hit from the outside like Peronic, and in the end that will win the point.
It looked like Nora Thompson a few rallies ago had a chance to get a better grip on the ball, but not quite the angle she wanted to. Wildcats able to dig it out there pretty easily.
Rose Holscher serving. Here's a back row hit. Off the block, Madison Lynn. Sapuni Malvega back in for the Irish. Goes right to the front row. And Nora Thompson to serve. Len from the back row. Nice dig out by Hope Hagen. Sky Duvall Santos setting down that play. Another great dig out. And blocked at the net, Sapuni Mavega.
Yeah. SI's decision making right now isn't great. They're saving the ball, but they're not bettering the ball, is what we say in volleyball. They're not making it a better play for the next person. So they got to help each other out a little bit here.
Nora Thompson with the arrow.
The Irish this year have been prone to some service errors a little bit more than we've seen in years past. Part of that, of course, does come from lack of experience in playing young. So you will see a few service errors peppered around here and there.
Sky Duvall Santos serving for the Cats. Off the block. Cats dig it out. Ooh, nice play. Lizzie Fleming again. Little dink shot. It's a good point about bettering the ball. It's not enough really at this level just to play the ball. You gotta better the ball and set up your teammates.
Yeah, it's it takes someone to keep composure to do that, and sometimes we have it, but
this is set for Len. Irish with a free ball here. Mavega blocked. Another chance, this time back row. Wow, big dig, but Irish dominating the point. Len. And in the end, the Irish win that point with Megan Len.
Good tenacity there by the Irish on offense. They're really on the attack, but Wildcat defense showing their grit right there. Irish able to get it in the end after about 4 volleys back and forth.
Yeah, that was a great move by the sophomore. A little half-speed shot.
Alden Stanley serving. Len with a hit. Ooh, that looked in, and it is in. What a hit from the outside hitter.
I don't know if that was quite by design there, but it certainly worked out for the Irish.
Yeah.
Right in the corner where no Wildcat could reach it.
It's a good spot. We try to tell our hitters to go there all the time.
Alden Stanley serving again. Hope Hagan with the set that time. Tried for 2 in a row in that same corner. That one wide. Cats will make a couple of substitutions. Sierra Tyson comes in to serve. Megan Lucy will go to the front row. Sapuni is blocked. Ooh, big time block that time. Lizzie Fleming.
It might have been Megan Lucy.
Megan Lucy, they were both there.
They were there. That was a great athletic play.
Sierra Tyson to serve. Service ace. Cats climbing back into the second set here, 13-12.
Ashley Chan usually pretty reliable with the digs there. Makes an error on that last play.
She has 217 digs. They didn't better the ball that time, as Jen says. The Irish just played that one. Now they have a chance, the Irish do. Cats are in their system. Big dig that time, and another big dig by Ashley Chan. Here's Len. Nice dig that time by Sierra Tyson. 3 ball, a spirited rally, and Sapuni Mavega, a huge dig out by Sky Duvall Santos. And that's just out. It'll be an Irish point, although the Cats don't think so. Delaney Peronich with the hit. And from our vantage point, we have no idea whether it was in or out.
We're looking right in the back heads of the Irish coaches there on the bench.
It was close.
Certainly was.
Liana Francos checks into the game for the Irish. She will serve.
It's a great rally, though. Awesome digs.
This is a bit more what we expected coming into tonight,
Exactly.
this second set.
Dig from Rose Holscher, point to the Irish. Cats into the net, and Liana Francos to serve again. Liana Francos doesn't get a lot of action on the court to serve here for the Irish. Ooh, great serve. Cats play it. Off the block and down. Cross court, Delaney Peronich.
That was just brute strength there, because that's a big block with the 2 seniors over on the right side.
The Megans check back in. Megan Yu serving. Megan Lucy into the front court. This is set for Kennedy. The set was off. Point to the Cats.
Another poor set there by the Irish. That was a recurring theme in the first set. They've tightened it up a bit here in the second, but the error here at a tough point in this game.
Alden Stanley gets a good ball to set that time, and it really does make all the difference as Skylar Kennedy puts it down.
When she hits left to right there, she's had a lot of success here tonight, especially in the second set. 2-point lead here for the Irish.
Ashley Chan, one of the top servers for the Irish. Here comes Fleming. Off the block, the Irish dig it out. Francos will play it over. An open look, but dug out that time. That was Megan Lucy with the hit. Time to go to the other side. Megan Lewis.
Again, they were strategizing against Lizzie. Opens up our pin hitters to get a ball in the court.
Sarah Nunes checks in. Lizzie Fleming to serve, and an ace.
We often say that it's a serve and pass game, right? If you can serve tough, or if you can pass tough serves, you should be solid. So we're seeing a lot of that here. Who can handle the tough serves?
Cats have a chance here. Ball's blocked at the net. The hit was Megan Lewis. Now the Irish have a chance. This is Len. Huge dig out by Fleming, but the ball is hit out. Megan Lucy misses on that one. Irish with a 1-point lead, and serving will be Madison Len.
A little bit of a panic move with Megan Lucy there. It was a good dig by Lizzie.
Madison Len serving. Not a good pass there by the Cats, so the Irish will have a chance. That time the Cats set it up nicely, but the dig off the hit from Megan Lewis is executed by the Irish, but in the end, a block at the net. Two players were there, Sarah Nunes, Megan Lucy. Point to the Cats, and serving will be Hope Hagen.
Well, after that poor dig, I'm not sure how Sierra Tyson, in returning it, was able to stay on the right side of the net. Very, very close to sneaking under. Very fancy footwork there. And in the end, leads to a point for the Cats.
Yeah, she shows that a lot.
Skylar is blocked. A couple of Cats were there that time. Sarah Nunes, Corley Doyle.
First lead for the Wildcats since very, very early in this second set.
A little frustration happening over there with Skylar Kennedy and her setter, but they got to stick with the ball and maybe switch it up with their hits.
Skylar with a little dink that time, but a great dig out by Megan Lewis. And it's hit in. Cats with a run going, now have a 2-point lead. Corley Doyle. And Margie's going to use the timeout. So the Cats lead here in the second set, 19-17. Cats won the first set, 25-12. Want to give a shout out to my very good friend, Kaz Sarah, and the Sarah family. Lauren, not able to play tonight for the Irish. Our prayers are with the Sarah family. There's no question about that. From the SI Sports Network and, of course, SHC TV, Lauren Sarah not playing tonight for the Irish. And just wanted to give a shout out to Lauren and my good friend Kaz Sarah.
And certainly that Sarah family, and the thoughts and prayers of all community members throughout the WCAL.
Ladies and gentlemen, a reminder, no flash photography during the match, please, or during play. No match while play is going on. Thank you.
Margie had a good time out there. They needed a little bit of a momentum change, a little reset button. See if they can psych out Hope Hagen here. Hopefully she gets this ball in.
Hope Hagen serving for the Cats. Stanley sets up Kennedy again, and that hits a good one. You know, often you see after a timeout a well-executed play by the team that calls that timeout, and that point goes to the Irish.
Yeah, good coaching there, good coaching. And a nice set from Alden Stanley. She found a really good spot for Skylar there.
Skylar serving for Nora Thompson this time. Cats in system. The hit from Corley Doyle. And well done right in the middle by Sarah Nunes.
Sarah Nunes, point Wildcats.
Sarah Nunes, the point for the Cats.
It is Nunes. He's saying
Okay.
it wrong.
And I did PA for
Thank you for
these
pointing
Wildcats.
that out.
I was told
I
Nunes.
thought I was correct with
He's
Sarah
been
Nunes.
saying her name for how long, and he's messing it up.
Rose Holscher to serve. I feel much better now, Jeff.
Yeah,
Thank
you had it right. You had it right.
Kennedy from the back row gets it through the block. Point to the Irish.
Well, for the moment, Elizabeth Fleming off the court for the Wildcats. Could be a time for the Irish to
Kelsey
some
Yu
points
checks
here.
in, Kevin, for her first action. Kelsey Yu, a junior defensive player, will serve.
Of course, her older sister Kayla playing for Carnegie Mellon now, along with former teammate Maya Holloway.
Yeah, Maya Holloway and Kayla Yu on the same college team. And
That's
it's an
right.
ace. And Kelsey has 13 aces on the season. Make that 14. 2020. These are the clutch points. Oh. Follows ace with a service error. Sky Duvall Santos will serve.
Now, of course, Elizabeth Fleming back on the court, and that imposing presence right back up front for the Wildcats.
Stanley the set. Sapuni Mavega the hit. Just out. Point to the Cats.
Just out. That was nice and fast, but just a little too far to the right.
Sky Duvall Santos to serve again. Len is dug out by Peronic. Into the net are the Irish. Point to the Wildcats.
Not too sure about that call, but see if the Irish can rally here.
So Margie uses her second timeout, 23-20 in the second. Again, we mentioned a lot of activity going around campus these days. The golf team played today at Harding Park, or actually at Lake Merced against Presentation. Julius Yappo is doing a great job with the golf team. Craig Law's tennis team, the Irish came across town to take on the Cats.
It was actually canceled today, I got an email, because of the poor air quality.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, and I think actually that golf went down to San Jose in order to have some better air quality.
Okay, so
yeah, a lot of the outdoor games all got canceled. They almost tried to cancel our volleyball game.
They nearly did.
Yeah.
There's a conference call about it.
well, you do all this research and everything gets canceled on you.
I know.
Come on. Okay. Of course, the fire in the North Bay. In the pregame prayer, Kelly Ferrero did a great job praying for all the victims of the North Bay fires. And the Irish win that point. Sapuni Mavega back to 23-21. And one of the top servers, Alden Standley, will serve for the Irish. Lizzie Fleming through the block. Anytime the Cats need one, they can always turn to the junior captain, Lizzie Fleming.
That was a great turn there. She saw there was a double block to her left, so she decided to swipe that ball a little bit to the right. We call it a tool in volleyball. It was a great strategic play.
Sarah Tyson with 3 match points, or 3 set points for the Cats. Mavega dug out and hit long, and the Cats are going to win the second set, 25-21. We've played 2 here on Bob Drucker Court. Cats lead 2-0. You're watching the SI Sports Network.
Did you know that St. Ignatius has 66 teams in 15 sports and close to 100 clubs and performing arts activities for students? Some of these activities include dance, drama, choral, orchestra, video production, and finance. Our yearbook, The Ignatian, started in 1910, and our student newspaper dates back to 1920. Did you know that the average class size at SI is 25 students, with more than half of our entire student body being students of color? Did you know that affinity clubs like the Black Students Union, the Association of Latin American Students, and the Asian Students Coalition have been part of SI for 5 decades? Did you know that SI has students from 7 Bay Area counties with over 100 grammar schools represented in each class? SI is in the top 1% in the nation in advanced placement exams taken, with the pass rate 20% higher than the global average. On the SATs, SI students' average scores are 254 points higher than the national average. Did you know that 93% of SI students participate in the Spiritual Retreat program? And the class of 2017 averaged over 160 hours of community service for each student. This year, we will distribute $4.3 million to 22% of SI students, with the average financial aid grant being $13,400. Did you know that the Father Sauer Academy is our new tuition-free middle school that serves students of all faiths from low-income families? Did you know SI's Girls Who Code Club and the robotics team are helping prepare students for today's workforce? And that these clubs are mentored by adults and SI alumni currently working in tech? Did you know upon graduating from SI, the members of the class of 2017 were awarded $27.9 million in college scholarships? I'm SI teacher, volleyball coach, and former Modges student Jen Curtin, SI class of 2004. To learn more about St. Ignatius, log on to siprep.org and click About Us. That's siprep.org and click About Us.
A nice spot read there by Jen Curtin, and Jen's with us tonight on the broadcast. So the WCAL, Jen, you know it well. I mean, you know it in every sport well, but girls volleyball, obviously, you're the JV coach. I'm going to throw some names at you here, and you wonder why the WCAL is such a dominant league in girls basketball. How about Brett Almazan, Caesar, David Juan, Michael Rubin, Margie Bima, Ron Whitmill, and Dustin Moore. Those are the head coaches in the WCAL. They've been with their programs for quite a while. David Juan doing a great job in his second year at SI, but a big reason why the WCAL is so competitive.
Yeah, all of those coaches are really strong. Almost every single one of them runs a volleyball club. They're people that you can trust. They know their stuff. They've been around. They do well with really talented teams. They know how to manage them. Seeing someone like Margie taking this team, this team has done a lot, and it's so young, right? Like, that's a testament to her coaching, the fact that she can, take some sets off of teams that are older and bigger than hers. And Brett, he's just maintaining such a great
CCS championships.
Such a great program over there. And I'll say he does have the horses, but you know what? He knows what to do with them, and he wins tough games. And it's really impressive to see these coaches who've established some strong programs.
He won game number 800 of his coaching career a few weeks ago down at Mitty.
Oh, wow.
It would take us the entire third set to talk about the terrific players that he's had in his program over the years.
And we're trying to beat them on Thursday, so we don't want to give them too much love. We took a set off of them for the first time in I don't even know how many years. I can't even recall if we've ever taken a set off of them. So we're super excited about this Thursday matchup.
Terrific team last year. SI lost to Mitty in the WCAL, lost to Mitty in the CCS, and in the NorCal lost to Mitty again and didn't take a set in any of those three matches. And we talked about it earlier, how Sacred Heart Cathedral finally got past Mitty in 2014, and it propelled them to a state championship. So the Cats with a big one on Thursday night. Scaldaval Santos with the ace, serving again. Gianna Silvestri gets blocked. Lizzie Fleming's there. Cats quickly up 2-zip here in the third.
Switched up a player here to hit outside. See if they can make some good adjustments.
Serving error, and now the Irish. Megan Len will serve. Wow.
Megan Len visibly upset with herself after that service error there.
Those can be heartbreaking, especially at the beginning of a game.
Sarah Tyson to serve. Overpass. Cats with a freebie here. Lizzie Fleming, not the best set opportunity. And that ball hit the wire.
Ball goes wide. Point Wildcats, Irish.
And Margie's going to use the timeout. I'm with you, Kevin. We do a lot of games on SHC TV. This is the fastest I've ever seen her take a timeout in any set.
I agree. At just 4-1, 5 points into this third set, this might be the earliest she's ever taken one. She might tell you in her volleyball coaching career.
She's letting her assistant talk right now, and now she's in. But I think there's a frustration because, you've got a young team, but you know how they can play. In fact, the kind of energy that they had against SI during our first matchup at SH, I mean, they took us to 5 sets, They really pushed us. Or was it 4? It was 4. Yeah, but I mean, and they were all a bunch of sophomores and juniors. So the fact that they're letting themselves get, manhandled right now, it's super frustrating as a coach.
A service ace for Sierra Tyson, who is on a terrific serving run at the moment.
And Margie's certainly not used to coaching teams with low energy, or coaching sets in which her team plays with low energy. The team's certainly capable of very much higher spirit than this.
Yeah, they usually have a lot of fight in them. I wonder if one of the leaders can step in and give them a little boost.
Irish with a chance this time, and Kennedy in. It's almost like the SI cheering section kind of almost wants SH to play a little bit better so they can get more excited as well.
They were pumped for this game. I mean, they made signs and everything, and now they're like, oh, I guess you didn't really need us.
Students really showed up in great numbers tonight for the Wildcats, all standing and taking over this right half of the stands.
It's been
Ashley
good.
Chan serving. The set from Sierra Tyson. Well done. Fleming the hit, but a fine set. And the Cats take control 7-2 here in the third.
Yeah, SI's doing what they're supposed to do. So hopefully they don't let up. Hopefully they don't, get too comfortable here.
Ray Innumerable serving. Skylar Kennedy off the block. SI with a chance. Blocked at the net. Megan Lewis got blocked that time, and the Irish win that point.
Nora Thompson with the block. Point Irish.
Nora Thompson with the block. Checking back in as Madison Len.
Back to serve.
She will serve. Gianna Silvestri goes to the bench. Another strong set from Sierra Tyson. Cats totally in system that time.
Megan Lynn having a bit of a tough third set here. She was a bit out of position there to get that set. Went just to her right. Straight to the ground. Point to the Wildcats.
Elizabeth Fleming serving. Easy block that time for the Cats. 2 players there. Sarah Newts, Megan Lewis.
Wildcats.
Nora Thompson gets blocked.
Megan Lewis, point Wildcats.
I like Lizzie's serving, though. It's been pretty on point this whole match. That's something they're really going to need against Midi.
From the back row, that hit is down from Megan Len.
It's like Nora Thompson there up front for the Irish, trying to rally her crew up a little bit, get some energy into this Irish court.
Stephanie Lee checks in to set for the Irish. I believe her first action of the night. Alden Stanley goes to the bench.
Oh, see if a little change in setting, little pace difference, see if that works.
Skylar Kennedy to serve. And off the block, Megan Lucy with the hit.
Little talk to the setter there. We got Alden Stanley coming back in here.
That didn't take long.
Probably telling her exactly who she should be setting right now. Sometimes sophomores need that. They need only do this or do not do this move.
So Hope Hagen checks in. She will serve. And the Irish play that one well. Megan Lynn with the kill.
It's a good.
Megan Lynn, point Irish.
It's a good push from the setter there to get it to the outside.
Irish certainly do need to tell themselves they're not out of this one yet. 11-5.
Still early.
Still early.
Kelsey Yu checks in. She will serve for the Irish. And that ball goes out. A return error from the Cats that time. Kelsey Yu to serve again. The hit from Corley Doyle, but the Irish play it, and from the back row, Skylar Kennedy.
I think that's the first time we've seen her do that all night. The kill from the back.
Yeah, it's her first kill, her third swing from back there, but that's why you leave your front row hitters in the back row so you have that hitting option. So you just hope they pass.
Hope Hagan with the set, but the hit's a little long from Megan Lewis.
There we go, 3-point game.
Yeah, Irish back in it in the third. Cats won the first two.
Serve receive here.
Irish bench all standing up, trying to rally their troops.
Hope Hagan setting again. Blocked. Megan Lewis was blocked. Go to the other side. Megan Lewis with a big hit. Irish scramble and play it. And that hit is down. That's a point.
For sure in.
Oh, I thought it might have been in. Corley Doyle with the hit.
That play is in. He overruled the down ref's call, which was the right decision. I don't know what she was looking at.
Yeah, point to the Wildcats. We called it in right from the get-go.
Yeah.
So that point goes to the Wildcats, and serving will be Rose Holscher. Boy, the Irish with a very sloppy play that time, Kevin. Point to the Cats.
That's certainly Rose. Rose Holscher continues her very consistent, steady serve there, but it was certainly a returnable one, playable one there for the Irish, and just another mental error and leads to a point for the Wildcats, one that was very much unforced.
Cats are in system, but set was a little off. Irish are scrambling, but it was a great dig shot. Alden Stanley cannot make the dig, and the Cats have taken control again here in the third. Rose Holscher to serve again. Sophie Aloise into the game for the Irish, by the way, with that hit. Her first action. Here come the Cats. Delaney Peronich. The outside, blocked, but out. Point to the Irish. Madison Lind gets credit.
Gianna Silvestri will check back into the game.
Alden Stanley serve.
Silvestri in for Lind. Alden Stanley to serve. Another nice set from Hope Hagan. Irish dig that one out. Here's Silvestri. That was Rose Holscher with the dig, and the kill is executed by Delaney Peronich.
Good. It's a good tool there, using the block. Too fast for them a little bit there.
Looked like it was tipped there at the net by the Irish. Looked like off the hands of Gianna Silvestri, unable to get it back.
Sky Duvall Santos to serve. And that was a wild hit from Megan Lind. Well long.
Looked like a pretty good set there to the outside, but a little too much, well, bit much too much power there off the hands. A lot too much. Wide for the Irish.
Sky Duvall Santos to serve again for the Wildcats. Silvestri gets it down that time.
It's nice to see a team execute that slide hit. We call it a slide, and I remember her doing that last year, and I think it's something that it's a little underutilized for them.
Megan Lind to serve. blocked. Skylar gets blocked. Elizabeth Fleming was there.
Like Corley Doyle there, right alongside her. She'll take a seat for the moment.
Sarah Tyson back to serve.
Sarah Tyson will set and serve. Here's Kennedy. Wow. Nice dig.
Great dig.
And the Irish don't take advantage of what was a free ball. Here come the Cats. Big outside hit. Goes just long.
There's a break there
Rose
for
Holscher. Go ahead, Kev.
There's a break there for the Irish. They do need to capitalize on it here. I believe the score should be 17-11.
Point goes to the Cats.
I guess not.
What happened there, Jen?
I guess they called a touch on that play, so it went off of the Irish hands.
Off the block,
yeah.
Morgan Beeman not arguing with the officials.
Yeah, I don't
she
think
almost never does.
Another error. Double contact. Point to the Cats.
This is a hard game for a sophomore setter. Making double play, hitting the off your hands weird.
Especially when the players around you are not at their 100%
Exactly.
either.
It's a nice dig out that time.
It was a very good dig from her.
Off the block. Delaney Karanich will get credit for the point.
Right off the hand there of Gianna Silvestri.
Margie's going to use the timeout. 20-10, and Kevin, I'm a little bit shocked. The Irish just not playing well tonight, and the energy that was in the building earlier has just been kind of sucked out a little bit just because SI has really dominated this evening.
Certainly. Well, they certainly showed some flashes of brilliance and come back there in that second set. Led up until it was 18-17, then the Wildcats went ahead, I believe, 19-18, and continued on from there. They did get it back 20-20, back and forth set in set number 2. And then this one here, very much like the first set, low energy on the part of the Irish.
Yeah.
Now down by 10, 20-10, very, very surprising. They were shut out once earlier this year in WCAL play. Casey, you mentioned that they're 3-3 in league. The other loss coming to Mitty, a 4-setter, and then Valley Christian down there. That was another 3 sets and then Warriors win.
So I just got a text from Kevin Gilmore, class of 75 here from SI. He coached at Mercy Burlingame for years. He says Sacred Heart Cathedral needs to push sets outside to the pins to spread the defense, in too close to the middle and easy to block.
Yeah, we were talking about the setter struggling a little bit. But I'll tell you what, if the passing game was a little sharper from SH, I would say definitely, a little more of the responsibility needs to be on the setter, but the passing has not been great either.
Lizzie Fleming with another big kill.
Certainly a lot to work on tomorrow in practice as they look forward Thursday, heading down to St. Francis, team they beat in 4 sets earlier this year up on Ellis Street.
That's going to be a big match for the Irish to determine 3rd and 4th place in the league. Off the block, point to the Irish. Mitty will probably win the league. SI will finish in 2nd, the WCAL playoffs in a couple of weeks, October the 24th. I guess the first 2 teams will get a bye, so looks like SI and Mitty will get byes, and then after that, we'll go from there.
Playoffs always very, very fun.
A big hit from Megan Lewis, but the Irish play it, and then another double touch.
When you have so many sophomores in playing at this level, you're kind of declaring it this transition year, and this is good for the sophomores to have this experience. And what you want to see is hopefully some seniors stepping in to give a little bit of energy, but the sophomores are going to have to learn from this.
Vanessa Van Norman in, and the Cats are in the net. Skylar Kennedy to serve. So Vanessa Van Norman is a junior, outside hitter.
So Vanessa Van Norman on her freshman year made my JV team, and within the first couple weeks tore her ACL.
Oh.
She came back so even stronger than how she started, and she's a true success story with that ACL.
Sarah Noon's just missing. 22-15. Skylar Kennedy to serve again. Skylar Kennedy with the point, and she will serve again.
Good little string of serves here from Skylar Kennedy. Good to see that from the sophomore. Playing not nearly as well tonight as she did on September the 21st on L Street against the Wildcats, but good to see her succeeding for the moment.
And the Cats win that point after a nice rally. Looked like Megan Lucy with the hit. And serving will be Hope Hagan.
Hope Hagan back to serve, 23-16.
A miss hit there, and 8 match points. The Cats with 8 match points. Hope Hagan to serve. And that's out. And just like that, the Cats win it in 3. Jen, thanks for joining us on the broadcast tonight. Kevin, not as excited as we hoped it was going to be. Cats win in 3, 25-12, 25-21, and 25-16. Our next game on the SI Sports Network on the Cube is on Saturday, November the 4th at 1:50 as the SI Football Wildcats host the Serra Padres in the last SI home game of the season. SI moves to 5-2 in league play, and the Cats take on a big match Thursday at Mitty. Thanks for watching the SI Sports Network.